Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about Miss Marvel Episode 3, Destined. What did I think of this? This will be my spoiler review, although I don't think I have much to add to this episode because it was pretty heavy on the action, especially towards the end of the episode. But there are some nice moments I'd like to pull out. So let's get right into it. Um, so basically, this episode is about Kamala learning a little bit about her heritage, her past, this connection to this bracelet. We actually start the episode in 1942, I think it was, in India, and we see what happened to Kamala's grandmother, who Aisha, who disappeared a long time ago. I thought this was a really nice setup for the episode to get us into it. And then we learn about Cameron's, uh, you know, his family, I guess, his mother and the rest of the Jinn. We learn that they are Jinn, which is kind of like a genie or a ghost or it's some. That's how they kind of described it. Um, and I did read up a little bit during the episode that yeah, they are kind of like genies in a way. They call themselves something else though, which is escaping my mind right now. So they're basically very powerful people that have lived for a very long time, hundreds of years, and they come from another dimension. So essentially, they're kind of like gods. So they're right up there with the Asgardians and the Egyptian gods, and pretty soon the Greek gods as well. They're kind of like that, I guess. Um, so right away, actually, pretty early on in the episode, we do see their true intentions. That oh yeah, these guys are the bad guys, except for Cameron, which surprised me. Cameron is actually part of the good guys, which brings us to another thing. Since episode one, I have been rooting for this kid Bruno to get together with Kamala. Clearly, these two are very cute together. It's like Zendaya and Tom Holland all over again. So I'm like Team Kamala Runo, or whatever you want to put their names together and call them. I'm Kamaruno. Kamaruno. That's their combination name. Kamaruno. I want them to get together, but clearly Cameron likes to get in the way. And look, I think Cameron's cool so far, but clearly, you know, come on, move on. But clearly, he has a little crush on her too. So we'll see who Kamala decides to end up with at the end, because this episode kind of put the Camaruno, put them, get them to start dancing with each other almost. But then who comes in the way? Cameron with his cock blocking. Come on, man, get out of here. Now the wedding was great. I really like to see the custom, obviously Kamala Khan is Pakistani, so we get to see the custom of of her background getting married, and it was interesting seeing that unique perspective because I don't know, I'm not Pakistani, so I don't know how their ceremonies are. Obviously, there's some similarities, but a lot of it is very different. So it was really cool seeing that aspect of it. I think that's the cool thing about Marvel taking all these different people from different backgrounds and showing their customs and stuff. So it really was interesting looking at a wedding from a new angle that I have never been accustomed to. So that was really cool, and I like the family. I think the family aspect of this show. There was that conversation that the father was having with the son in this episode that about family, and a lot of the MCU movies and shows at the end of the day are about family, and this show obviously is no exception. And I think everybody who appreciates family, whether it's like not yeah, Yondu and Star Lord, whether it's like Ant Man and his relationship with his daughter, whether it's like Tony Stark and his love for Pepper, and then eventually they have a daughter together, or even Thor and his brother. There's many different relationships we see through family in these shows. Even the Guardians of the Galaxy as a whole are a family. The Eternals are like family. So getting to see another show basing, having family as one of the main plot, basis for their plots is always heartwarming and good, especially when it's done right. And this show, I love the family aspect, so it's definitely a win there. I'm curious about where they're going with this, the villains in this story, because when the turn happens, it happens pretty quick, and it was I had a conversation with my brother, one of them, and they told me, "Oh yeah, Cameron is totally the bad guy with his mom." The mom aspect was right. It was Cameron not being the villain that was wrong. So I'm curious. They want to get back to their dimension, and they'll do obviously anything uh, that they have to get back there, including killing Kamala and her family. I really did like the action going on at the end. There was some funny moments and there were some cool moments. So that was really great. Kamala's friend finding out, the girlfriend finding out Kamala's secret is interesting. I wish we got a little bit more time to get her thoughts, because she didn't look like she was very happy about it. So I'm curious on where they're going to go with her in the next episode. And then obviously we get that little moment at the end where Kamala's talking to the I forgot what her name is. Nani, where she's talking to Nani, and Nani's like, "Hey, come on, you got to get over here to this place where I'm at." Which is she in India? I forgot right now. But anyways, yeah, it looks like Kamala's gonna have to like convince her parents, like, "Come on, we got to go see Nani." I don't know where they're going with that part. But clearly, she said she saw the train, the train that she saw earlier during the fight. So, where are they going with this storyline? I don't know, but I'm intrigued. I'm gonna say this is 3 episodes in a row. I've been really enjoying what was going on. I'm just not too familiar with the character of Kamala Khan, so I'm just learning about the character as we're going on. So I'm pretty sure there's like Screen Crush will give us all the Easter eggs and stuff and fill in the gaps that I'm not too sure about. That's why for me it's a little awkward doing this review, because it's like I'm not too knowledgeable on this character. So I can't really add too much on where I think it's gonna go, or how I think it's all gonna play out. And look, that's fine. I like going in not knowing. Sometimes that's the best way to enjoy things. A lot of the times when you're not too sure what's gonna happen. So, and I don't know how close to the comics this is. So again, I'm just having a good time with it, and it continues to entertain me week by week. I think each episode has been pretty strong so far, and I'm really enjoying Kamala Khan. Uh, Ayman Vellani's performance has been really enjoyable. Cameron's mother wasn't wrong when she said, "Oh, you're right. She is adorable. Like she is. She's really adorable and fun to watch. I love it." So, with that being said, look, this was another really good episode, and 3 more episodes to go. This is the halfway point, literally. So, I'm very excited to see where they're going. With that being said, comment below and tell me your thoughts on this episode. What did you think, guys? Is there anything I should have talked about? Is there anything I missed? I'm surprised. I was looking in the background of her bedroom, Kamala's bedroom, and I see a picture, a nice poster of Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, and I'm like, was she able to pose for that picture? Because unless they got a really good artist or Photoshop guy who posted, uh, Carol Danvers' head on a fake body on her old suit or whatever. When did she have time to pose for that poster? Because she's been in space for as far as we know. I mean, they could have gotten her face from, I guess, old photos of when she was in the army or something. I don't know. But I was just wondering, like, when did she pose as Captain Marvel for that photo? Did she come down to Earth once in a while and just like pose for the camera and be like, "Hey, make a poster of me"? I don't know. I'm just That's something I noticed in her bedroom that I was like, when did that happen? So we're gonna find out in a later movie or something that she did come down to Earth once in a while. She did not only posters, she also did like PSA videos, like Captain America did back in Homecoming, where she's gonna sit down in a chair. So you got detention, it's gonna be that's something I think Marvel should explain. Not nothing big, but just something fun that I thought I noticed. There you go. With that being said, comment below, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until next time, take care.